Hello YouTube, it's Jacob from Team Pyramid. So today I've found out that there's been a new forbidden and limited list for Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's have a little look into this. So this is effective as of Monday, the 5th of February. Okay, so let's have a little look. We'll get straight into the forbiddens. Okay, so straight away you can see down the side there's quite a few new ones. So straight away, Blackwing go through the vague shadow. So I'm surprised that's been forbidden. Um, yeah, it's a one card link, but that's about it. Um, Not every deck runs it. Um, at 3 it was a problem, but at 1, not so much. I don't quite get why they forbid that one. Not 100% sure. Dandelion again. The plays with it are degenerate, but it's not really seeing much play now. Obviously, plants are coming out soon, so that could be the reason why they're preemptively hitting Dandelion, knowing that it's going to be like severely broken when plants come out. It could be the reason. Obviously, Konami knows what they're doing, so we'll stick with that. Um, Double Iris Magician. Not gonna lie, as a pendulum magician player myself, that hurts. That hurts. That stops our ability to basically first turn throw out the time pendulum scale, the time pendulum graph, and the star pendulum graph. That hurts. Um, then Level Eater, I saw that coming. For the fact that you can just spam it out from the graveyard multiple times, it's deserves to be limited, and it's even been forbidden now, so that's brilliant. So Max C wasn't really doing much at 1. If you weren't going first and had it in your hand, not much more it could do. So yeah, Max C, they were either gonna forbid it or put it at 3. At 1 it was just doing nothing. So yeah, I can understand that. Performable Skullcrabat Joker, again, that hurts. I play, as you guys have seen in the videos, I play Odd Eyes and I also play Magicians. Um, that's hit the decks quite hard. That has hit the decks quite hard. Hopefully it can bounce back the deck, especially with the new heavy metaphor Electrode. Hopefully that still makes it a viable choice. I still think that this meta, Pendulum Magicians, even with being hit with these two big ones, will still be the top tier deck. Okay, going down. That looks it for the forbidden by the looks of it. Let's go to limited. Okay, so we have Apocryph Towers. Apocryph Towers. So that's quite strange. Are they planning to make Clifford's the predominant pendulum deck again? That we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see, because obviously there's always metaphors as well. No one really hears anything about metaphors anymore. I like DDDs myself as well, so we'll see. Uh, Grinder Golem. Glad it's gone to 1. The fact that people could play this and it helped with Links so much. It's a card that was out before Links and it just makes Links hurt. So yeah, so I'm glad it's gone to 1. Let's have a little look. Performable Damage Juggler. Well, it was forbidden. It's now limited. I could see it, but I can't really see much use of it. And like, obviously, we need to see what the meta is going to be like now. This one of them ones, I don't really think it's going to make much effect. Firewall Dragon, yeah, that was only a matter of time before that got hit. The fact you could OTK and FTK pretty much out of nowhere. Something needed to be done about that card. It was pretty much the first generic badass Link monster that Konami released here in the TCG. Obviously, yeah, we've still got Decode Toga, but on the overall scale of basically just downright brutality. Fireball Dragon pretty much takes that place. So yeah, that's been limited. Let's have a Monster Reborn. Whew. It's going to be another staple card, isn't it? Everyone's going to be running it. It makes sense with the fact that they're doing the Lost Art promotion, where you can get the OCG art, the original art for Monster Reborn. When you spend a certain amount of money in a certain card stores, it makes sense. Let's be honest, it's a staple card. It's nearly as popular as it's probably as popular as Dark Magician, Red Eyes, and Blue Eyes itself. It really is. Let's carry on. Spiral Resort. Finally, Spirals are near enough dead. Okay. Obviously, if you still have the sleepers in your hand and stuff like that, and tough, you can still get the deck off. You can still get your plays with double helix. However, what Resort being hit to one, I think Spirals are beginning to die a slow, painful death, but we'll see. There's always going to be someone out there that makes the deck work. And then Solemn Judgment. Woo! Counter Fairies have just got a boost. The card deserved to be off the ban list deserved to be off of the Forbidden list for quite a while. When you think about it, we've got Solemn Strike and Solemn Judgment. No, Solemn Warning. Sorry. We needed Solemn Judgment. It's only half your life points. Yeah, it negates everything, but it's half your life points. It's a heavy cost, especially in today's game where you only really truthfully get 2 or 3 turns before it's game over. But it should hopefully try and counteract some of the Trickstar plays, especially with Reincarnation. That'd be something to look at. I imagine that's going to spike in the market as well. Have to keep an eye on that. Then semi-limits, nothing changed there. Nothing changed at all. Be good for Barrel to go to 3. If you ask me, I like Necroface as well. I'd rather Necroface be at 3 rather than 2. Let's have a little look at what has been. Whoa, so we've had quite a few bits thrown off then. The Artifact. Are they really trying to make Counter Fairies a viable option? But that's a Soldier Envoy of the beginning. I didn't think this card would ever come back to 3. It is just generically probably one of the most broken cards in the game. The fact that it can pop and it's a special summon as well, it's brilliant. It really is. Don't really see much play though now, as the decks just don't really run it that much. So we'll see. Card Trooper. Yeah, I remember the days of Machine Dupe Scoop. Yep, that was it. Card Trooper, Machine Duplication. You're picking up your deck. Thunder King Ryo. Back at 3, which is scary. Bionic. With the Errata, it's a little too late. Could have been at 3 before now, especially with the Errata. Brain Control. It's not doing anything. El Shaddai Fusion. Are they hinting at us with what's coming next? I'd like to see Shaddai's back. We need Construct for that, to be fair. We'll only see. Future Fusion, again, another Errata, not really doing much. Mind Control at 3. Well, I might have to have a little play with that one. Oh, sorry about this. Okay, let's go back down with that. Right, we're at Mind Control. Yeah, I'll have to have a little look into that. Pre-preparation of rights. I run a Cyber Angel deck, so yeah, that's pretty good. Especially as well if people are running the Herald of Perfection. Um, yeah, it could be fun. Sacrifice. I really think they're going to try and make it so Clifford's going to come back in a big way. Really think it's looking that way. Um, Let us know in the comments what you think if you think the same, that they're trying to make Clifford's like come back from the dead. Um, Bottomless Trap Hole at 3. I know Kevin, who's also part of the channel. Kevin will like that, especially for his Trap Tricks deck. The fact that he could just turbo that off with Refrasia. Oh, I hate that deck so much. Ceasefire for Burn. It's Burn. A Jammer Trio. And Torrential Tribute at 3. Well, that's pretty much it. I think Pendulum Magicians will still be the number one deck. I'd like to see Clifford's come back, like I said. Let us know in the comments what you think about this ban list. I think personally it's been a good ban list overall. It's made me sad, obviously, seeing the Magicians hit. Just means we have to work around different strategies, really. The OCG has ban lists that are different to ours as well. Overly shocked that Monster Reborn is back on the scene, even if it is only at 1. I quite like the fact it says here. That the next update will be no earlier than April 2018. So we've got this ban list for at least 2 months. So hopefully it'll be towards the beginning of April we get the other ban list. I can see it being towards the end again, because if you look at the last one, it said no earlier than January 2018, and we got this like yesterday. So I can see it being around like until the end of April, beginning of May. But let us know in the comments below what you think of the ban list, how it's affected you and your decks. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. There'll be much more. The channel's is changing up in the next few weeks. Let us know what you think of. Basically, what you think the next format on Yu-Gi-Oh will be, what you think the next top deck will be. But as always, YouTube, thank you very much for listening. Bye.